freak like me.
Heading down Cali, driving round with my baby. Top drops and raindrops, motion got me all faded.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, what we're going to be doing is drumroll.
I said drum roll.
So anyways, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be jumping into conspiracy theories. Because you know what? That's fun, right? Yeah, conspiracy theories, aren't those fun? I think. Anyways, let's just jump right into it. Because, yeah. First one is, the abominable snowman lives in Asia. Isn't that just, like, widely regarded as, like, the fact? I feel like that's just the general consensus. I'm not even going to lie. I feel like everybody just accepts that as a fact. Because isn't the abominable snow, whatever it is, isn't that from the Himalayas? And the Himalayas are in Asia, right? Aren't they in Asia? I think they're in Asia. I don't know. Okay. Moving on. The second one is Queen Elizabeth I was a man. Yo, I saw this though. I saw that on like a special. There's like a whole thing in like the UK, I think. Maybe not like in the entirety of the UK, but like people in the UK believe that Queen Elizabeth I died as a child of like a disease or something, and her male cousin assumed her identity and yeah. Because I mean, like, come on now. I feel like that's valid. Like, I feel like that's just valid. Because I mean, in those times, that's very suspicious. But also, there's like the whole other conspiracy theory that she was a man because of like the big collar things that they wore back in those times, and that she never married. And isn't she like referred to as the Virgin Queen or something like that? I feel like she is. I feel like it's a whole movement. Not gonna lie, I can almost get behind it. Like, it makes sense. Because, like, think about it. Why did they never get married? Also, all my British people, please don't come after me. Please don't. Please don't come after me. Because your boy, I just can't. I just can't. I'm sorry. Sirens were responsible for shipwrecks. Is that even a conspiracy theory? Like, I don't see how it's a conspiracy theory. It just makes sense. Sirens were responsible for shipwrecks. Like, that it just makes sense. Sirens were responsible for shipwrecks. It just makes sense. Like, there's a whole thing about Greek mythology here. I'm a Greek mythology nerd, so, you know, bear with me. But, like, there's a whole Greek mythology thing here where it's like sirens, you know, you gotta plug your ears. You can't listen to the sirens. Like, if you ever read The Odyssey by Homer, I think, sirens, evil. All they gotta do is sing a song and boom, you're bewitched. Of course they can cause shipwrecks. I mean, just look at, Wednesday, the show Wednesday. Great show, by the way, on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, I recommend it. It's very good. But, like, it's not even a joke. Like, sirens were responsible for shipwrecks. Of course they were responsible for shipwrecks. They're the tempestuouses of the sea. They're evil. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that the sirens are evil. Bad intentions. I mean, look at Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, the fourth movie with the mermaids. Like, they're basically sirens. Let's just get that right. Remember when they're in the boat? They're singing. They try to pull the one guy underwater. Scrum. They tried to get him underwater. How do I remember that? How do I remember any of this? Okay, next one is the Loch Ness Monster lives in Scotland. Isn't that just like the general consensus? Like, come on, I feel like everybody knows that. I feel like that's the whole thing. I feel like, excuse me, I feel like everybody just regards that as the belief. Isn't that like the whole thing? Like the Loch Ness Monster lives in Scotland. I feel like that's just the general consensus. Like, is that even a conspiracy theory? Like, the existence of the Loch Ness Monster, that's the conspiracy theory. But like living in Scotland, I don't feel like that's the conspiracy theory at this point. Because now you're trying to get too specific, right? The Loch Ness Monster, the existence of that is the conspiracy theory. But living in Scotland, I don't think that's a conspiracy theory that can stand on its own. I just don't. If that makes any sense, excuse me. Because, like, think about it. Yeah, we could argue about the existence of the Loch Ness Monster. We can, have that conspiracy theory discussion. But, like, specifically living in Scotland, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Unless it's like that Phineas and Ferb episode where the Loch Ness Monster lives at the bottom of Big Nose Lake or whatever it is. Insert photo of that. I don't know. I just don't feel like there's a need to get too specific about where it lives. Because, like, you got to be more concerned about defending the existence of it in the first place. Like, you have to, like, fight its existence, not its specific location, Like, that's the big worry. Like, how am I going to defend its existence? Not, where does it live? Like, nobody cares about where it lives. People are just more so concerned about, does it exist? It's like cake or not cake. No, that's not a good comparison. But you get what I mean. The second one, not the second. We're far off from the second one, Andy. Learn to read. The moon isn't real. It's a projection. How? Like, how is the moon a projection? How is the moon not real? That's my question. Like, if it's a projection, find me the projection site where they just show it on the sky. Like, do they have it on a loop? I guess this is like Disney World with their Cinderella Castle projections. Like, come on. Like, is it on a loop or something? Is it, like, show me where the projection site is, Because I just don't know. And also, like, the phases of the moon. That's the other thing. Like, you're just going to tell me they have a different projection for, like, the different phases of the moon? Like, come on. Come on. Show me the projection side. That's what I'm more concerned about. Because, like, wouldn't we know? Like, wouldn't we be able to tell there's a projection site? And also for that to, like, be powerful enough to affect the whole world. Like, come on. That's not a very strong conspiracy theory, if you ask me. Also, sorry for eating in front of you guys. But, deal with that. I'm hungry. Next one is, we're all living in the Matrix. I got nothing for that. Some days life just feels like a simulation. I'm not even gonna lie. Life really just feels like a simulation some days. Like, I have no argument for that. Like, the Matrix is broken. Like, come on. I feel like that's... I really have nothing for it. Like, I really don't have anything for it. I got really distracted by a car just pulling up in the parking lot of Burger King. Shout out Burger King. Because you know what? They've definitely been in an accident. The whole front of their car is torn up. But honestly, I feel like the Matrix is a whole thing. Go away. Take their order and go away. I don't want them staring at me. Get out of here. Go to a different place. I don't want you watching me. Okay. So yeah, we're all living in the Matrix. I got nothing. I really got nothing. Bigfoot is real. That's the next one. I got nothing for that either. I don't have anything for that. Like, the Osbournes want to believe. We've all seen the tapes. We've all seen the videos. Like, the Sasquatch, or excuse me, Bigfoot, has been used in commercials like for years now. Like, where does Bigfoot live? Probably lives on government land for all we know. I didn't just say that. Like, where does Bigfoot live? That's the question. Where does Bigfoot live? Also, isn't Bigfoot like related to the Abominable Snowman? Like, aren't they related or something? Like, they're both Sasquatches or something. I feel like they are, but maybe I'm wrong. What is a Yeti? Is that the Abominable Snowman? Is the Yeti the Abominable Snowman? I just don't know. I chose a bad time to come to freaking Burger King. Like, why is everybody here right now? Like, go home, people. Leave me alone. This is my hangout. This is my hangout. You're violating it. Okay, next one is the Earth is flat, or the world is flat. I really don't have anything for that. I need to stop saying that because it's going to get boring really quick. But really, like, how can the world be flat? Like, the higher up you go in terms of elevation, you can see the curvature of the Earth. Like, if the world wasn't flat, rather, if the world was flat, how do you explain mountains? Mountains just didn't appear. I don't know. I'm not a science guy. I never have been. The best I did in science was like an A. But that was like a basic science class. And the higher up we went, the lower the grade got. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, like, the world is flat. I don't see how. I really don't see how. Like, don't try and use the Bermuda Triangle as your justification. Because, like, if the world was flat, then how would gravity work? How would, like, an atmosphere work? Like, I just don't get it, you know? If the world was flat, then how does it, like, rotate around the sun? Or revolve around the sun, not rotate, excuse me. It does rotate and revolve around the sun, but, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, how does it do all that? How does it do the thing? How does it do the cycle? You know, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I just can't really support that one. Because, like, again, how is the world flat? Like, are we talking it's like a piece of cardboard or something? Because, like, elevations, like, how do elevations happen? Like, different elevations, different slopes and things like that. I don't know. Like, I just don't get how it's flat. You know? I mean, granted, people have been saying since the beginning of time that the world is flat. I just don't get it. I don't understand the theory that, oh, the world is flat. I just don't get it. I don't. I got nothing for it. Okay, next one kind of goes along with this, but it says the Earth is hollow. How is the Earth hollow? Like, this is basic engineering, like basic architecture. If the world was hollow and nothing is supporting the core, or the crust, so to speak, like, the entirety of this thing would collapse in. Because, like, if there's no structural support for it, it can't work. It's like a building, right? Buildings have cores, right? Buildings are supported. And if the Earth doesn't have that support, there wouldn't be an Earth. Sorry, I'm getting, like, creeped out right now because, like, I have people staring at me. watched. Like, what? No, why did I say that? Why did I say that? But like seriously, like here's the Earth, right? No support area. No support area. No core in the Earth. What happens? Oh gosh. No support. Like if the Earth doesn't have a core, it can't exist. Well, no, it can't exist. It's just not. Like if it didn't have a core, then obviously, you know, things would be way different. But like it has to have a core. It can't be hollow. Because like tectonic plates, how do those move? They move along the outer mantle, right? That flowy level or flowy magma under the crust and all that. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Why are you staring at me? Do I look like I'm in the driveway? Not driveway, the drive-thru. Like I'm sitting in a parking spot. Can you not see? Dunderhead. Buffoon. Okay. You must not be from around here. Next one is Earth has been sucked into a black hole. We need to get Neil deGrasse Tyson in here. Like, the Earth has been sucked into a black hole. None of this would exist if the Earth was sucked into a black hole. Like, I feel like Neil deGrasse Tyson has explained. Like, I need him as a guest in my car to talk about this. Because, like, the world is flat, the Earth is hollow, and we've been sucked into a black hole. No. Like, I feel like Neil deGrasse Tyson has perfectly explained all of this. If we were sucked into a black hole, everything would be destroyed. Nothing would survive. Nothing would be here. Like, come on, people. We haven't been sucked into a black hole. Maybe I should have turned off my headlights. Whoops. But yeah, like, obviously, the Earth hasn't been sucked into a black hole. You would know. Not really, because you'd be dead. We'd all be dead. But, like, you get the point. We'd be like Carol Baskin's husband. No shade. No shade on her. But, like, no, not gonna get into that. Not gonna get into that. Because I don't know anything about Tiger King. Never watched it. Never got into that. Last one, but not least. The moon landing was fake. I feel like everybody's been saying that for decades. Say what you will. But you know what? That's a great question. So, the moon landing was fake. That's a great question. You're telling me they took a camera to space? You're telling me they took a camera to space? Also, the flag on the moon. Like, come on. If we're looking at the flag on the moon, how does it look like the flag is wavy? How does it look like the flag is wavy? There's no atmosphere on the moon. Or there's not much of an atmosphere on the moon, if any. Like, there's no wind. There's no weather. So how does that, like, how does it look wavy? It looks ruffled, I guess you would call it. Like, how does that happen? And also there's been, like, stuff about the footprints or whatever not matching. I don't know. But, like, the flag. If there's hardly any gravity on the moon, like, how is it staying straight up? Because wouldn't the weight of the flag, like, make it dip down just a little bit and not stand straight up? That's my whole thing. Oh my gosh, did everybody decide to come to Burger King tonight? Like, what the heck, man? What the heck? Oh my god, I swear, people are terrible drivers. Do you people not know how to drive? What is that guy doing? Learn to drive. Oh my gosh. Anyways, thank you for being a part of this video. I hope you enjoyed the video because I had a great time making it. Leave in the comments what you'd like to see for future videos. If you have more conspiracy theories or whatever that you want to share with me, drop them in the comments. Drop them in my DMs on Instagram. Drop them, okay? And send them to me on Instagram in my DMs. I will look into them. Not look into them, but I'll look at them. I'm starting to think that my schedule for posts is going to be every Wednesday and Sunday. So prepare for that. Expect that. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. I will see you at the next time.
Heading down Cali, driving round with my baby. Top drops and raindrops, motion got me all faded.